get into the game. I'm pretty sure we are all ready.
Meanwhile, I can see Colento's ranked 1.
Yeah.
He got it back, and Radu is ranked 3. Pretty interesting.
Once again, very sorry for the delays, but there's apparently a little bit of miscommunication at the moment. Apologize. My apologies. So anyway, Ignite, how has been Finland for you so far?
I've never been to a place this cold. I feel my skin is drying off so fast. But it's a really beautiful place. Maybe tomorrow we can go do some sightseeing if there's time. I would like to.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow I will probably just end up playing ladder all day. I need to get the top 10.
You do that every day on... Yeah, tomorrow's the last day, or... Yeah, it is. I guess there's some commitment. There's the after party tomorrow. Yeah, guys, so if you want to be a pro gamer, remember, there's after parties at every LAN event.
Oh yeah, those are amazing. Oh man. Oh, here we go. We're jumping right into the game. And both players starting off as Paladin. Savjz is going to be on the bottom.
Justice demands retribution.
And Cipher on the top. Right now, Savjz opening hand, very strong. Acolyte of Pain, obviously very good in the Paladin mirror. And right now we also see the cards from Cipher.
They're not inverted anymore, but you can't see the image. That's weird.
Yeah, there we
they're
go.
Inverted, okay.
All right. So.
Savjz kept Acolyte and Harrison, okay.
Well met.
So there's no turn 1 play. Typical match.
All right, I hope you're getting used to to the top down. But we can like mouse over the cards so we can see them better, as you can see.
We have full control. Okay.
All right, Cipher pretty much considered to just coin out the Knife Juggler, but decided to keep the coin for more mana stability.
Does he play the Juggler now, though? If he does, he counters the Acolyte.
Yeah, but there's obviously the threat of Master for Battle, but I think it's okay to like trade the 1/1 and the weapon attack. And Savjz does not have the Master for Battle, so the Knife Juggler will go uncontested for now.
Yeah, he trades and drops the Acolyte, forcing the Juggler to trade before he summons any minion. That's actually smart. Because he doesn't want to risk giving him more draws.
That's right, pretty sure the Juggler is going to run into the Acolyte right now.
Yeah, also Cipher shouldn't be afraid of a Muster Clear because he also has the Consecration to counteract that. Do you think he coins out the Shredder here? It's a good tempo play?
I'm pretty sure he will.
He has the Acolyte though, but it's True Silver turn already for Savjz, so I guess he's afraid of True Silver.
That's right, the Acolyte is good on turn 2 if you can coin it out, or on turn 3 if you're on the play.
Yeah, that's a very good top deck for Savjz.
Yeah, Savjz likes that control-heavy Paladin list. He's been playing it on stream a lot. He's been playing Pyromancer as well to combat. Yeah, so we would see those control routes from the Paladin that he used to always have with a Pyromancer equality combo, and cards like Kel'Thuzad and Kel'Thuzad and Double Aeon Hands, I think, as well.
Perhaps, yeah. I've seen that in the other tournaments when he played it in the ESL Legendary Series, yeah. But this Paladin is the new Hillidan, and he was pioneered by Hot Form.
Yeah, now using Aldor Peacekeeper to just shrink a Taunter is it's an okay use for it, but there are plenty of targets that are still good for Aldor Peacekeeper like Tyrion or Dr. Boom or that Kel'Thuzad that we see in Savjz.
While that is true, you also want to maintain tempo because it'll allow you to let your minions live longer so that you can trade with those bigger threats.
That's true.
For example, if this Shredder lives and the Sky Golem would come down on turn 6, Shredder would be able to trade with it, so that's very good value.
There was obviously the option to just play a turn 4 Shredder as well. So he could have had 2 Shredders on the board, but one would have died to the Ascension Shield Master.
Yeah. And he wouldn't have killed the Shield Master at all.
I think it's actually alright to just trade the Shredder and the 2-drop that comes out of it for Shield Master. I think it's alright.
So he's trading there, so both minions died to mini-bots. And Consecration is really not doing anything here.
Yeah, because of the Divine Shields playing so well around Consecration in this situation. It's going to be very hard for Cipher to actually clean this up. Cipher, as we can see, also playing Kel'Thuzad in his deck.
Yep.
So already a very stacked hand with Dr. Boom and Kel'Thuzad.
So right now the difference we see is that Savjz runs Shield Masters over Cypher's Shredder, for example. I think that's the difference in the deck list so far.
Speak to me.
Obviously he's ignoring the Divine Shields and going face.
Oh, and we're gonna
Mind
see a
control
board for Mind
tech,
Control
yeah.
Tech.
And he just drops it.
What is he gonna get?
Oh,
he got the
that's
best one.
Literally the best drop. That Acolyte's gonna be annoying, but still it's the best drop.
Now consider this, like, do you just, I think you just hero power here, because you don't want to overextend too much
Of
against
course, yeah,
Consecration. So Master for Battle, obviously a pretty good on-curve play.
And yourself is also, like,
Yeah.
Savjz is also vulnerable to an opposite mind control track right now.
Oh, that's right.
What if that happens?
Well, if you're expecting a Mind Control Tech, you would like to play the Master, I guess. But if you're expecting Consecration, obviously you cannot play the Master at all.
Yeah, and the opponent's more likely to have a Consecration rather than a mind control tech.
That's right. Most Paladins, if they run Mind Control Tech, they
Yes.
only run one,
Yep.
while all the Paladins run 2 Consecrations for sure.
Yeah. So he's pondering. I think he's thinking about the Divine Shield. Is it worth trading? I guess so.
Reporting for duty.
So he draws the second Peacekeeper.
Yeah, Savjz with a very strong board, but all that board is going to be gone next turn. Like right now, once Cipher plays that Consecration.
Yeah, I think it's mandatory. Let's see what Shredder gets. Hyena. Okay, there was no beast, so we're good.
Yeah, just a 2/2. Just a Frostwolf Grunt without taunt.
So I guess he trades into 3-1, gets his draw. He could have traded first, but he didn't really know what Shredder would summon.
Yeah, if Shredder just popped, summoned the Doomsayer or something, he might have
He's
considered
going for the
not
2
to
draws, so he trades into the Hyena.
Oh, interesting.
Playing
I
greedy.
guess it's alright, because the Mind Control Tech has only 1 health anyway, and it will just die to a 1/1.
While that's true, at the same time you might think of it as a perspective of, since you're playing the Paladin Mirror, don't you expect to go into fatigue? Do you actually want to draw that fast?
I don't think so. Usually nowadays with Quartermaster especially, Paladin Mirrors never go to fatigue anymore, because Quartermaster just offers so much burst.
While that's true, the Healadin version usually only runs 1 Quartermaster most. So we're not sure how many Quartermasters each player has. Of course that speeds up the matchup, but otherwise they probably go into fatigue.
Reporting
Well,
for
we will
duty.
see about that. So far, Savjz has a very strong board, just refilling his side of the field with that Master for Battle. Obviously not playing around that second Consecration, not afraid of another board clear.
No, he did play around the second Consecration, he just traded the 2-1 into 1-1.
Yeah, but that's only so he doesn't kill the
preserve the
3-1.
3-1
Yeah,
still.
that's right.
So Dr. Boom comes down. That's going to be a good Peacekeeper target.
But we can also see a Kel'Thuzad here. This is pretty good board for a Kel'Thuzad, I think.
Yeah, you can trade all of them into Dr. Boom, that's insane. And then you can prop up Boombot with an empty board. Oh, this is sick. What a big turn for Savjz.
Yeah, the power of Kel'Thuzad is coming into play right now.
Yeah, and the only way that Cipher can answer this is probably if he gets an equality clear, and he has no piece of the combo right now, so there's no top deck that saves him.
That's right, there's no silence in Cypher's hand either to silence the Kel'Thuzad effect. And there's equality, but
Yeah, you can kill
no,
Kel'Thuzad at
no
least.
board clear, as we can see.
He has the Boombot to trade at least.
Yeah, well, he will clear the Kel'Thuzad, that's for sure. He needs to use equality in order
So
to
sad
do so.
though, like you use equality and you're only clearing 1 minion, maybe 2 with a Death Rattle.
Imagine
Okay.
Cipher didn't draw that equality, he just would have been out of the game right now.
Pretty much, yeah. You would have to stall with taunts, and even so, Savjz would get insane value.
So right now, actually, Cipher still in a good spot now that he was able to kill the Kel'Thuzad immediately.
he
He still
counters
has
the
plenty
board
of
with
health,
the Belcher,
27
yeah.
health, yeah, that's a lot.
So do we see land hands here? He doesn't have that many good options, so I guess he wants to draw. So he runs a heal bot as well. So he runs heal bot and land hands. We're not sure yet if it's 1 or 2 land hands, but we'll see.
Yeah, Savjz has mostly been playing Mage recently. I haven't seen him play much Paladin, so I think this list
He's
might
a
still
big
be
fan of Fatigue Mage.
This list might still be fairly old, so I think there's not many updates to this list. So I think there might be like 2 Leon hands and 1 heal bot in the
Yeah,
deck.
so far it looks like his Paladin list from ESL Legendary Series. And as we can see on the board, you can probably trade. You can trade it with a Belcher if he wants to, and he can kill the Ooze as well. But it's kind of annoying giving all that up. Does he want to do that?
And what else are you gonna do with those 1/1s? You don't have the Quartermaster, so.
Well, I guess.
Oh, he did save them.
He's gambling that there's no second consecration at all. Otherwise, he would have come down last turn.
Yeah, he's just banking on top decking that Quartermaster anytime soon.
Yeah, but that was actually a big read. Like, he saw that equality came down without a consecration or without a
Yeah.
pyromancer, so that's gonna live. He knows.
Yeah, he knows there's no board clear, but and he's not afraid of a Sludge Belcher either. Sludge Belcher, sure, what is he gonna do? He's gonna attack the 3/1 and that's it.
Yeah, it takes 1 out at most. I don't think he's just gonna trade into 3/1 though.
Yeah, now that
With
he
a
played the
Belcher.
True Silver,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the True Silver will run over the 3/1 mind control deck.
Lothab came down as well, but consecration is still an option for next turn. It's gonna cost 9 mana. But I think Peacekeeper might be better. We can see he runs 2 owls as well. So that's going to make a big impact on the matchup for sure.
Seems like Savjz is going to play this Harrison Jones right now
And he's going to
to
draw a card.
deny him the weapon.
And he's harassing now because he knows the Ashbringer will not spawn, considering he's going to silence the Tyrion for sure. So he gets that draw as soon as possible and kills the tempo. He drew his own True Silver, which is also interesting.
Chooses to go for the Elder Peacekeeper first. I mean, the Lothab is a solo target for it,
Yeah, the Lothab's annoying. You don't want him to be attacking for 5 into anything.
but he could also just clear the slimes, the Sludge Belcher and the slimes the slime that comes along with it.
With True Silver, yes. But you can also just kill the Belcher with what you have on board right now and Peacekeeper on top of the Lothab. And then you would have a Peacekeeper, a Harrison, and your hero power versus an Ooze and a 1/5. You have to go True Silver though, seems. Now he drops it. Okay, we got a Peacekeeper.
If he doesn't kill the Sludge Belcher here, Kel'Thuzad is going to be amazing next turn. Savjz realizes that, and actually, yeah, he does realize that.
Yeah, he would be able to trade into Harrison Jones with also.
So Kel'Thuzad does not get a Sludge Belcher back, which is like an insane play every time you can do it. If you sacrifice Sludge Belcher and play the Kel'Thuzad on the same turn,
Kel'Thuzad's really
so
strong in
good.
this meta, especially with all the CK minions, Death Rattles. It's probably the biggest tempo swing card in matchups nowadays.
Yeah, it's really hard to come back from it. Warrior have some ways to do it with
Like Brawl, yeah.
Brawl, but other than that, you just need hard removal. And even once you remove the Kel'Thuzad, he's already got the advantage most likely. On the
Yeah,
same
Warrior
turn.
class that has an answer, which is the equality clear.
I mean, it's fun to see because now with the Hunter nerf, people are expecting less aggressive decks. So Kel'Thuzad is actually very solid in slower meta games because it's like one of the best cards to grind out your opponent card advantage-wise.
Okay, so you see a 5 minion board and there's a Consecration. And there's a Pyromancer as well. Yeah, there's a very nice clear here, isn't there? You could Pyromancer and Consecrate. There'd be a 1/1 Lothab, a 2/1 Minibots, and a 2-drop from Shredder. And then he'd be able to trade along with his True Silver because he has 10 mana for all that. And the minions on board. So this is going to be a big turn. What else could he do? There's double consecration, but I think you want to keep one of them.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep one of them. You can combine one of them with a Pyromancer, I guess. That's pretty solid, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the best AoE right now. He's going for it.
Like to play with fire?
Clears most of the board. I mean, whatever.
Really good. Oh, Snow Chugger.
Yeah, everything's gonna get cleared right now.
Does he true silver into it? Or does he trade it? Yeah, he does. So he's gonna be frozen for another turn. But he keeps the value on the board. And we see Cipher has a second consecration, but
Does he use it? That is a question.
I think he uses it because he's under pressure and he's lacking cards to come back. But if he uses it, there's no big real way of him coming back in this game, to be honest.
I mean, 7 damage on the board right now for
Savjz.
yeah.
7, True Silver can't attack,
Me think.
and he has a consecration, so 9 damage. There's no lethal inside, but
I'm pretty sure that Cipher can just wait a turn.
yeah, but wait with what? Just hero power pass?
Yeah, I mean, just hope that Savjz plays more minions, so Consecration
Don't
deals
you
more
think
damage.
that also signals there's a second AoE or something?
Let me think.
I think that's probably a tell that you have the second AoE in your hands. Nah, he dropped it. He realizes that Savjz probably wouldn't fall into the block. Because there's no reason for Savjz to drop any more minions. So Sky Golem comes off the top and instantly on the board along with Shieldmaster. And the pressure is just huge. There's not much that Cipher can do right now.
None shall.
Black Knight finds the target finally. Cipher has been waiting for this moment.
For duty.
Yeah, you
All
got the
game.
Shieldmaster down. There's other targets though. There's Belcher, there's Tyrion. But you got the silence for Tyrion as well.
Yeah, and Savjz gonna choose to play a second Consecration so he can clear the board. Thanks to True Silver, does not want to sacrifice his piloted Sky Golem.
Yeah, I actually thought about it very quick. He just wanted to clear the board, keep the pressure up. He has a 6-4 and a Belcher. He knows Cipher has used 2 Peacekeepers, so there's not much you can do about that Sky Golem.
Yeah, and with the Sky Golem hiding behind the taunt, it's also so
Even
hard
more
to,
annoying, yeah.
Yeah, it cannot get cleared by True Silver even if Cipher
Even
had it.
that silence that Cipher has, it's not going to do much because the body still stays.
Yeah, Cipher pretty much has to try whatever he can to get back on the board. Pretty sure we will see some juggles happening right now.
I think he's dropping Kel'Thuzad though. Like, he has no threats. Like, even your juggler with Muster, you're probably not going to clear the Belcher anyway.
See, right now Savjz is pressuring Cipher a lot. He has 9 damage on the board and Cipher only has 16 health, so I'm pretty sure that even if Cipher puts minions on the board, Savjz will just go for a face. And therefore, Cipher needs to...
He's going for the pings.
Cipher needs to get the board going, so he can also get advantage out of Kel'Thuzad.
We know though that Savjz has no concentration left, right?
Yeah, that's right. He used both.
So if he chooses to ignore that board, he might, I don't know, the game could turn around with a Quartermaster top deck.
Oh, that's right. But Savjz might be worried about that.
Looks like the only way right now for Cipher.
But you don't really want to use a piloted Sky Golem 6 attack to attack a 1/1.
That's very true, but at least you got your Muster for battle, so you're going to be able to ping. I think the Belcher trades into a Juggler.
Yeah, that's for sure, yeah.
So there's going to be 3 recruits to power up in case of a top deck.
4 if you count the hero power.
4, exactly. And then there's the Silence as well. I think we'd be able to clear the Sky Golem and the Belcher. Nah, but he gets a heal bot. So there's no top deck, so there's no comeback, to be honest. Can heal up to 18. He could also kill Kel'Thuzad, but he falls short to the board every time. So if he heals, he potentially lives another turn, but
Reporting for duty.
time Big Owl, ensuring that pawns are not getting in the way of the 1-1s. He wants to trade the board right now.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's not gonna have a silence left for the Star Golem. So that's so sticky.
Oh, Tyrion
and
coming down.
Yeah.
Now that the silence is gone, Savjz is going to be pretty confident about this Tyrion.
Pretty much decided the game now, yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Savjz chose to run 2 owls in his deck. That's an interesting choice. Usually you only see like 1, I think.
Well, you could argue that you don't really need 2 silences now post-nerf, because silence was really good when you could counteract the Undertaker coin, Death Rattle. So Owl was really good in those situations, but that's not going to happen anymore.
Savjz winning the first game, Paladin Mirror, proving that his Paladin was superior. And I mean, with that Pilot Sky Golem pretty much dealt so much damage, actually.
Yeah, dealt 18 damage, yeah. So we got Cipher as Mage and Priest left. What do you think he goes for?
Well, I think the best counter to the Paladin for Cipher should be his Priest, I think.
Well, while Priest is really annoying with the Shadow Word deaths and the Mind Control, which is always a big threat, you don't want to drop your Tyrion before Mind Control comes off. And even if there isn't a Mind Control, he's going to be afraid every game.
Priest has always been like the class that's most proficient in clearing the board with the Organized Circle combo, with Pyromancer and spells,
but
and
at the
also
same
with
time,
Holy Nova.
What if it's a Fatigue Mage? Don't you think Fatigue Mage would overpower the Paladin matchup, especially when running 1 or 2 Leonans?
It's not that easy actually, because Paladin with a steady flow of 1-1s can actually